Welcome everyone. My name is Paulina and I'm a customer success specialist in Idron. And today with me is Alfredo and he is a support specialist in Idron. Today we conduct a training for you and our training has two parts. First part is with presentation. We'll try to explain you how our functionalities work. And second part, we will show you these functionalities in our system. And always, if you have any questions and you need more knowledge about our functionalities, about our features, you can check our FAQ, and we will link you this FAQ in comment in below. So you will have also access to this. Okay, I think we can start. Alfredo, can you share screen?
Sure. First of all, welcome to everyone who is attending to this. I hope we can really be helpful for all of you. So one of the first things that we need to know about Idron is how many possibilities we have here. It's an amazing tool and a great system to improve all the processes inside of your e-commerce or your online shop. So one of the first things that we need to realize is that we need to have an implementation plan. And as we know, like every industry is different from every other industry. There is not such a thing like some plan is going to work and in another place all the time. It has to be unique and has to be really tailored in the best way possible to shape to the characteristics and the features of your own company. That's why we focus on these foundations and we try to expand and all our activities and try to adapt it to the clients that you will have on your e-commerce. One of the most important things of Idron is about our CRM, which is the customer intelligence that allows you to create well-defined customer path and really nice marketing communication strategies. How we do this? Because of the functions that our CRM has, which is like real-time customer activity. And one of the things that is really nice is like we can have really advanced customer analysis. We can do activity report, and also we can have identification about this and automated segmentations. We can make the statistics and base of the activity of every client. So the more activity you have on your e-commerce is more easy for us to track them and also to develop new strategies to have a really good impact on your e-commerce. User identification, I think this is really important because it's the question from where we get the informations about the users. And we have types of identification. We have from events from log in users, identification from events, from non-log users, identifications after opening emails, identification after clicking emails. What is important? It is important because when we send automation, this can increase the base of contacts and also to identify more clients on your own e-commerce. Full customers profile. I think we believe this is one of the most helpful features that you can find, because in the CRM section, you can find a comprehensive customer view, because this section is very important about the customer, because we collect all the data, we collect the history order, we collect the media profiles, we collect the subscription, we collect the actions the client has done in your store. So in that way, we can really create a base with knowledge, not only with assumptions. We can really track all the actions from your clients. And in that way, we can give you the best information and the most structured information. GDPR compliance. Is it easier to comply with all obligations of the data controller with Idron system? This gives us the possibility to guarantee the customer the right to be forgotten. You can delete a customer at any time. There's nothing complex about that. You can easily export all the data you have collected with one click on Idron system. Even you can change the SMS and email subscription status completely independently. They're not connected, so there is no like if you do some action, you're going to impact in another action. And you can collect the database in double opt-in, which double opt-in, we're going to talk about that, or we're going to refer to this option several times because we believe that is really important tool and it's a really important feature that can help us to have really clear information about our customer. Regarding to the subscription models, all marketing activities make sense as long as we have someone to direct our message, right? So therefore, we need constantly to enrich our recipient base with new subscribers. We really need to increase to be able to reach and have an impact on the e-commerce world. So specify in which model you want to collect the base. We have advanced pop-ups to collect new contacts. We can do that through newsletter scenarios. And again, the double opt-in model will allow you to collect this base consciously. And what it means that we will do it consciously, because with double opt-in, as the name refers, there is a double action that the client must do, in which first you need to accept, and then he needs to confirm on his own email. So in that way, we really avoid the possibility of some mistakes or some confusions, and everything is going the clear way possible. Also connected with this subscription, we have subscription statuses, and we have 3 different statuses, 2 different type of messages, which one is subscribe, unknown, and unsubscribe. As the name says, subscribe is the customer expressly consent to marketing communication, and he wants to receive marketing content. This one is one of the, maybe the easiest way to communicate with the customer, because he really agreed to do it. Then we have unknown. The customer clearly did not object to a marketing contact. He was a customer of your store, but he had no possibility or did not want to receive commercial messages. We cannot send content to this customer, but we can only send transactional content. And unsubscribe, the client check out from the subscription by clicking on the unsubscribe link. And this means he really don't want to receive any content, so we are not allowed to send any content to these clients. Database import, this is something crucial, because as you know, in eDrone we work with information. Information is key here. So in that way, the database import is going to be crucial. Import your customers to send them personal message. That's the main purpose. If we don't have the database, it's impossible to know to who we're going to send the message, right? So you can prepare your database in a CSV format. You can define the status of your clients. You need to pay attention to the UTF-8 encoding. If it is necessary to upload the database with a tag, you can add the tag early to the system. And this is something that sometimes people don't do often, and we really recommend to do it, is to keep the base hygienic, which means that it's really important to remove unnecessary columns and information, because in that way we will be able to work with the clearest information from your database. Building subscriber base. The key to success is constantly collecting database, because they are your fans. They are the people who come back to you. They are the people who really are interested in everything you are providing to them, and maybe you can even reach to further people just by connecting with one people. Import database from your platform, again, on a CSV file. You can integrate eDrone with forms on your eDrone store. You can do double opt-in or single opt-in, but again, we recommend double opt-in. You can build a base with advanced pop-up. You can put some web layers on your website, and you can check if your integration allows to synchronize subscription status between the platform and eDrone. Building a subscriber base is really important, because the more movement we have on your store, on your e-commerce, on your online store, more more likely people will come more to you. The more noise you make, people hear it more often. So that is something that we really need to take care of. Communication channels, also an incredible tool and also something really important to have a really impact on the e-commerce universe. Through eDrone, it is possible to have constant interaction with your customer. And we do this through multiple channels because you can send them marketing communication and automations messages via email. We can send SMS campaigns. We can run push-up campaigns. We can publish pop-ups, and we can create web layers. And also we can create social media campaigns. All the connections and all the communications that you can achieve through eDrone, it will have a really positive impact on how your customers' behaviors react to your website. This is also something important. Take care of deliverability, tough word, and you need to authenticate your domain to avoid spam. So in that case, you need to implement SPF, which is one of the several protection mechanisms against spoofing the sender. Based on an entry in DNS that identifies servers, they are allowed to send emails on behalf of the sender. Enter the key IM and signal that email comes from a good source. You have to, again, try to operate in a double opt-in model, so it's always consciously, and also the person has the conscious decision to be with us, and hygienize the contract base, which is, again, try to clean much as possible all the information and have it in the clearest way possible. Okay, this is the really fun part, email marketing automation, because here is one of the points when eDrone really shine with the automations and email marketing. We have a predefined collection of a scenario. They are ready for use in a few minutes after the integration with eDrone. And these ones are newsletter subscription, viewed product, restore customer, recover abandoned cars after purchase, loyalty program, wish list, recommendation, cross-selling, birthday, between others. And one of the, maybe not one of the, but maybe something really important about this and really powerful is the possibility and diversity that eDrone gives you. Because as you can see, all these automations, all these predefined scenarios can help you to deal with certain type of actions from the customers in your online shop. So for doing all this, to create all these scenarios, we have our drag and drop creator. In this, you can create your message and be sure that it will display well, because you don't need HTML code. It's a really easy way to create a personal message, but really an aesthetic personalized message. Because let's be honest, sometimes when we see message on internet, maybe the information looks amazing or the information is really accurate, but in the way that it's presented, maybe it's not going to have the attention of the client. So we need to focus on that. Also, email created in the blink of an eye, you gain time to think about content, because again, the drag and drop is a really fast tool. It's a really dynamic tool, and you can do a lot of things. You just need to your imagination run, and you will be able to create so many things and have a really huge impact on your e-commerce store. So one of the categories or one of the features of this drag and drop are the dynamic elements. And using dynamic elements, you can show your customer your products. And it's not only show whatever product, we show which products they were interested in. So we can show viewed products, we can show the add to cart products, the products they order, we can recommend products, we can show your best seller. And that is also because we have access to the information that is running on your website. So that gives us the chance to really improve all the visibility of your website in this automation messages. The products will display automatically. You don't have to. I'm so sorry, something is happening. Uh, you Again, products are displayed automatically. Each identified user on your store receives a different and personalized email. You can use product feed to avoid sending message with not available items, and again, it's a reminder to make every step on Edron in the best way possible, because in doing that you will have a really smooth and a really nice process through Edron, and all the power that we can give to your store will be used in the best way possible. So our first automation message, or our first category is the newsletter subscription, and send a mail and confirm subscription. Maybe is the basic automation, but it's a really powerful automation, because this category is built based and relation. It really gives you the chance to bring more people to you, give you the chance to connect more with people, and as you can see, can have a really nice look on your email or on the emails that we send. You can use single or double opt-in. Again, we prefer to use double opt-in because we can be even more safe. You can even send a special discount for new subscribers. You can send multiple messages after subscriptions to introduce the brand to the customer. So here you have a really huge tool to communicate with customer, bring new customer, and keep bringing older customers again. Viewed products, as the name said, like remain the customer last viewed products. Up to 4 personalized emails sent into different time after view product action. This is something, in my own experience, has been something that has worked for me because when I see something and then I need to do, I don't know, something else, and then I receive a message like, you were watching this, come back and watch it again. And it's really intense. At least for me, it works. You can use dynamic elements and discount code, which it will sweet the deal even more. Offer your contact and help in transaction finalization. It is always good to provide more services to the clients, so they will feel that they are really being treated as they deserve. Restore customer is the next category. It's cheaper to engage the current customer than looking for a new one, because if we have already someone that is with us, they already know us, they already know the value of our products. So for sure, it's going to be way more worth it to engage our former customer than a new one. Of course, we all the time try to get more customer, right? So we can inform the customer when was their last visit in your store and the remaining products they were interested in. We can send 2 emails to user with longer delay after their long absence, up to 120 days. Again, this shows the capability of Edron to be flexible, and not flexible for us, flexible for your decisions and for your best options from what you want to do and to which path you want to lead your own e-commerce store. Recover abandoned carts is the next category. There are many reasons why customers do not finish their transactions. Can be anything. So many things can happen. Life is like that. And recover them with multiple channels and stage is key. We use up to 4 mails or text messages to communicate with them. We can add dynamic elements to remind and help them to come back. Maybe if we say like, hey, you forgot 5 elements on your card, but if we don't show any image, maybe they're not going to feel so driven to go back to our store. But with the dynamic elements that we can provide in Edron, you can really send a message and a visual message, which is sometimes really even more strong. Dispel customer doubts. Inform about the return policy, delivery costs, payment methods, offer as an individual discount coupon. Again, the flexibility of the message of Edron can be tailored by you, can be tailored with the guidance or with the trainings that we can provide for you. And all this really gives you the chance to have principal role and an active role in how your message are delivered to people. After sale, Stay in touch with the customer even after sale. I think this is the basic rule of every sales in the world. You need to connect with the people you already sell. So of course, we thank to the customer for the purchase. We can use 4 thresholds with different messages and various value of the purchase. They can ask for a review, and we can recommend next products, offer a discount for following shopping. So it's all about a strategy. It's all about how much you want to engage your new customers, because here you can do it. That's the thing. You can do everything you want with eDrone and with the different scenarios that we have. It only depends how much you want to commit yourself and how much you want to give to this customer. Can be a lot, can be medium, can be small. It depends on you and also from your own interests in how to connect and how to bring more people to your commerce. Loyalty program, I think, is one of the that I like the most. Make the return profitable for the client. Add the value of a customer purchase and send discount on subsequent purchases. Inform how much has left to the next discount threshold. Adjust the threshold to the behavior of your customer. So here we can really set up a strategy about our goals in our store, or in this case your store, of course. And we can really build and analyze a strategy depending on the needs of how much we want to sell, how much we want to give, and how much we want the customer to come back to our store. So it's a really powerful tool. For sure, must be well think to see how much you want to give to this, but it for sure it's worth it. Wish list. Inform when the bestseller will be available again. Sometimes in your store are unavailable items because they are very popular, and I think that's the main goal, right? To sell much as we can and run out of items. And you can change add to cart button to notify about availability. When the item reappears in the store, all the customers who were interested in will receive a notification with an image and a direct link to the product. You will need help from your specialist who will implement our mechanism. So there you have the link. But again, it's a really dynamic tool. You can set it if you want, and you can see how much it helps to your commerce. Recommendation is the next category. Let's say IE to the site and recommend some products, which is kind of cool. Adjust to behavior after product view, add to cart, or order action. You can use dynamic element, recommend, and you can personalize message to each customer, as many versions of one message as many users of your store, which gives you the entire universe of your store. And is also again connected with how much we need to build a base of followers to your store and try to connect. It's like a huge web of interaction, and it's not like one way. It's a recursive interaction. It's bi-directional. The more we connected with them, the more they connected with us. So all the things that you can do are here. All the dynamic tools that you can use are here, and they are there for you. You just need to go for it. Cross-selling. You can adjust the recommended products yourself. You can message depends on the behavior after product view, after cart, or order action. You can offer a complementary products after purchase. You can prepare your own recommendation rule, which is something that you cannot find in so many places, but you can find it at eDrone. That you can set your own rules. You can set how the behavior will be looked, how the rules are going to be applied. Use best-selling categories. Send message automatically after sales. Use feed to expand categories. The more we know about you, the more we can help. The more information we got, the more information we can send to your customer. So cross-selling is a really nice tool. For sure, it will be nice to have a double look because it's really helpful. Birthday. Okay, this is maybe the most fun one, because who doesn't want to receive a gift on birthday, right? So you can import or import or collect information about birthday via pop-up or web layer, which is another functionalities that we have in eDrone, which is really powerful because it's displayed dynamically, and also you have your own rules, but we will go there later. Message will be sent 1 day before the customer's birthday. You can choose email, SMS, or both. You can prepare a special birthday gift. You can give some discount. You can just run your imagine. You can surprise your client and show that you care about them, which is the main point of this. Show them that we are looking at them. They're not alone, that even on their special day, we are there for them. And in that way, they will feel more connected and more related to the store, that's what we want, loyal customers, right? Word of mouth with benefits. Um, Everyone likes to receive coupons with discounts to buy products, right? But we love it even more when it comes from a friend. And this is because have positive psychological effects from a friend's referral. With eDrone, you have the refer a friend program, and there's no option that your customers' value will increase, and this will be really important for you because you can expand your entire universe. Because if my friend tells me like there is an amazing product, you need to watch it, just go with this code and you will have a discount. Wow, this is amazing. So maybe I will refer to another friend. So you get the dynamic of the idea. So newsletters. You can use dynamic newsletters, newsletter categories, custom newsletters, push newsletters, SMS newsletter, and send marketing communications. Dynamic newsletters. Here you can send really relevant content. You can inform customers about newest products, specials, offers, sale, and anything you would like to pass on to the customers. You can use the dynamic elements such as bestsellers from different categories. You can choose tags to personalize message. Check if your OR or ICTOR is an appropriate level. Here again, like the dynamic functions that we can provide to you is really important and is really strong. Custom newsletter, you can use dynamic lists of your recipients. You can use dynamic segments to personalize your messages. You can increase the deliverability and openability. You can send only to active users, only those who opens your emails. That's why it's also really important to hygienize or have a really hygienic database, because in this way we can just be assured that with the people we're going to communicate with is the people that are really listen to us. Newsletter categories. Send marketing newsletter depending on your client's behavior. You can create and send newsletter to the customer interest in specific products and categories. That comes the name from categories. We can focus on the strategy. We can think what might be interest or to different customers, because let's be real, not every customer that comes to a store wants the same. If, for example, we have in a sports shop, maybe we're going to have two different clients that want really different things because they do really different sports. So it's a really good opportunity to select the categories we want to communicate with clients. We can send different messages to different audiences who viewed, added to cart, or brought products within the certain period of time, which is something that also gives the chance to have a main role in how we're going to structure the strategy of this option. And also we have A/B test. We can test two creations and send the one who has the best acceptance. These tests are used to optimize your campaigns and measure the impact of small tweaks and updates on conversion rate. This turns the guesswork into testing and ensures that your message is well designed. And you can decide on the winning base on your open rate, which is mean like we try A and B, and the one who has best acceptance from the clients, we can improve it, we can keep making it better, and we can run it, we can do it for you. Resend campaign. Send message again to those who didn't open it before, which is kind of cool. Maybe you can change the subject, will cause they open. You can change the strategy, maybe a little bit the text. You can send again, remain the offer, and inform about deadline. You can use it on dynamic newsletter, custom newsletter, newsletters categories. Okay, on-site marketing, part one. We use pop-up, we use web layers and push to build your base. And not only that, because it's because of these elements that we can connect with people and even a faster way because they can be set up to give welcome to your audience. So pop-up subscription is a must-have on your site. I believe is a really important tool. Maybe it's a core tool on e-commerce because really allows you to communicate and connect with people in a really fast way. You can choose if it's a welcome or exit pop-up. You can choose the template. You can use various shape, colors, animation, GIFs. It depends on you. It depends how you want to build it. It will be there. It will be there for you. And you decide when and where it will show, which is also really important because sometimes if it is done in the wrong way or not in the best way, can be really annoying for customers. Pop-up on mobile. You can also create a pop-up mobile version. You can take care of your mobile users. You can invite them to subscription. You can create a separate version of your pop-up and only also for mobiles and from desktop. You can use different tags to distinguish the source of the subscription. And this again makes all the information that we gather really clean because we can really separate and we really can distinguish from which place are the information coming from. Safeguards with pop-ups. React immediately while the customer is still on your site. That is amazing. You can show pop-up in the moment of leaving your website. You can use as a last resort. Use exit pop-up option to provide cart URL. You can ask the customer about finishing transaction. You can offer your help to finish that transaction, and you can inform some special offers. So all the time we can communicate. It depends how we want to build that communication. That is the key. Web layers. Web layers on-site campaign and a discrete alternative to pop-ups. Web layers as pop-up can be done on desktop and mobile. And one of the most interesting things about the web layers is they are not blocked by any ad blocker because they are on the website. There's a layer on your website. So you have welcome, exit, and action type of web layer. You have up to 11 positions to choose. You can also have the possibility to use tags. You can use animation. You can delay the web layer. You can use GIF, and you can choose in which pages should be displayed this web layer. Beam stripper and folder slide. You can create a banner which appear on the top of or the bottom of the page as an integral part of the website. You can create a banner on the left side, expanded when clicked, permanently attached to the page. So again, this gives you the chance, this gives you the decision, which is really important to have. You can use these Beam stripers to make announcements, seasonal sales, cross-selling, upselling, tips for customers, new collection, premiere, discounts, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to inform, you can do it here and it's available. You can collect the push base message from your display directly into the user's browser. Boost your email campaigns with push notifications so they do not go unnoticed. Again, like being visible is really important tool and we can make it. With push database, it separate database from email. You can collect it on desktop and mobile. And again, we have the differences between mobile and desktop. You can design for each one of them, so it will be only personalized. You can prepare push campaign, and it takes only 2 to 3 minutes, and it will help you so much with all the information that you can gather. And this is to be continued. So with this, we end the part one. Paulina?
Yes, so now you can stop sharing, and now I will show you these functionalities in our system. So as I mentioned, there will be a second part of our meeting. Okay, thank you, Alfredo. And now
Yep.
I share screen. Um, okay. Yes, now you can see our system. Okay, we use our demo to show you these functionalities Alfredo talked about. So this is first view when you log into our system. This is dashboard, so the place where we start doing anything with our system. As you can see, we've got here cards with some info, but we focus on these cards during our second meetings when we talk about reports. Today, we focus the most on section learn and section engage. So section learn, this is the place where we collect data. So this is our CRM, and here we have info about customers and their behavior. Here you can see last activity from your website. So if customers view some products, if they order some products, if they click any message from us, so last 30 minutes from your store. And when we go inside, here we have data about our base. Here we have a spender value. So based on Pareto rule, we can see a number of low spenders, medium, and big spenders. We've got here also spender retention, so one-time spenders and repeat spenders. We can also see how many new customers we've got and how many of them are our new spenders. And we can see how many identified visitors we've got. So the customers we identify and how many of them make any purchase. So we can also compare these numbers. And what is also important, we have here segmentations. Segmentation, this is also the topic we focus on our next meeting, our next training. But here you can have a quick look which segments we can see in our system, and later we can use this knowledge to communicate with specific content with specific segments. And below here, we've got numbers, our base in the numbers. So for example, we can see how many subscribers we've got here. We can see how many customers with status unknown. So they are not our subscribers, but still we can send them some transactional messages. For example, we can also see how many high-risk inactive customers we've got. So if we've got a big number here, it's important to focus also to engage these customers. So this is knowledge about our base. But also Alfredo mentioned we've got something like customer card in our system. So when we choose one of our customers, maybe come back. We can also use our search box to find our customers, and then we've got a customer profile. Here we've got Mrs. Jenin, and we can see her contact details. So her email, we can see her phone number. Of course, we've got here info about orders and orders value. Also, we can collect info about her gender, about birth date, and what is important for us, subscription statuses, separate for email and separate for SMS. So here we can see if they are our subscribers, and also if they ask, we can easily change the status here. Below, we can also export the data about our customers. So we can click on export, and we will have this info in file HTML or XML. So if we need to analyze data, analyze path of our customer, then we can check it here. And there is a delete customer button. So if we've got request from the customer that they want to be deleted from our base, then we can do it by one click. On the other side, we've got user activity. So this is whole activity of our customer on our website, and we've got here a path. So we can see if Jenny views some products, added to cart some products, if we send some message to Jenny, and if she ordered, click and open. So like all activity of one customer. And we can also add some tags to the customers. If we've got some groups, special groups for communications, we can tag these groups. And also we tag, if we want to separate sources of subscription, we can use we can use also tags here. Okay, come back to our CRM. I mentioned tags. So if you would like to add new tags to your system, you go to section tags, tag it, and then when you would like to add, you just write here a name of tag and you click on add. So then it will show in this group of your tags. We will talk about tags in a minute when we will check our newsletter subscription scenario. But first, come back to our main panel. So this is in short what we collect and how we use this section learn. And now we move to section engage. So the place where we use this knowledge which we collect about our customers to communicate with them, to send automations, newsletters, to prepare some on-site communication. So when we click on engage, then we go inside to this section. In first view, we have premium features, but premium features, we talk about them on our next meeting. Today, we focus on automations, plug and play scripts, and also on newsletter and newsletter campaigns. And here we've got emails and SMS. So here you have a whole list of automations Alfredo mentioned during presentations. So all of them are here to prepare to activate. And I will show you one of them. We focus on recover abandoned cards. And I will show you how to create this scenario, how to activate it. Here we've got path. This is always the same path. So even if we choose recover abandoned cards, if we choose loyalty program or recover or restore customers, we will have the same path. So it will be easy for you when you prepare your first scenario, then you go to next scenario and you have the same path to prepare. And also you can copy some elements, so it will show you, it will help you to build another scenario. In Get Started, we always have short description how this scenario works. So here we've got a recover abandoned cards. So after abandoned card action, we will send some messages to the customer until he makes a purchase. When we go to second step, this is adjust, and here we decide how many messages we would like to send to the customer. In this scenario, we can choose up to 4 messages. We can also decide if it will be email message or text message. So it's important we can communicate with 2 channels. And also we can decide when it will be sent to the customer. So for example, first will be after 3 hours, second after 7 hours, 7 days, and the next after 14 and 21 days. Of course, when the customer makes a purchase, for example, after second message, then we won't send these 2 more messages to the customer, so our sequence stops. Next step is language. So here we can decide if we want to send a message in single language or we would like to send multi-languages communication. If we decide for multi-languages, then in section design, we need to remember to create separate creations for different languages. When we go to section sender, here we decide about our sender, about our email address. We can prepare few predefined addresses, and then we can choose from the list and use the one we would like to use in this scenario. So here we set sender address, sender name, and of course email where customers can reply to. And next step is design. So this is the part where we create our message. And here we have this creator and layer. So it's like drag and drop. We've got some elements. We can drag them, drop in our creation. Here we've got whole list, like library of templates. So you can choose one of our templates and build your message based on this template. Of course, you can upload your images here. So here we've got section uploads, but also you can use our images. So if you need to find some image here, there's no problem. You can find it. You can use it in your creation. When you come back to content, we can use some elements such as text, buttons, images. We can put some menus, social media. And what is also important, these are our dynamic elements. So we can always send some bestsellers to our customers. Or if you are in recover abandoned carts, we can use this we can use this dynamic element abandoned products. So it depends on scenario. In view products, we will show view products, in recommendations, recommendations. But what is important, it's always dynamic. So we will show the exact products the customer was interested or the exact product we would like to recommend to the customer. And of course, in bestsellers, we'll show bestsellers from our store, so actual bestsellers from our store. So this is important also for personalization, and it helps our customers to come back to our store and finish their purchases. What is also important about personalization, we can use some tags, for example, first name. So every of our users receives a message with their name. And also we can use a tag coupon. So if we want to send some discount, some gratification to the customer, we set this, this tag here. And then we go to next section's coupons. In this section, we've got two options. We can set static code, so it will be always the same code for each of our customers, or we can use dynamic. So here we upload CSV file from your platform with codes, and then we will send. So every each user receives different codes. So it's also nice, because these codes are one-time use, so it's better for us to send different. Next step is review. So this is the place where we can send test email to ourselves. We can check how this message looks on our inbox, if it's okay, if we need to change something. We can also use a send text message if we use this channel. And then we click here on button resume. When we click on it, then our scenario is activated. So that's all. Our scenario is activated. It's working for us. So only one thing we need to remember is to upload coupons when they finished. And last step is reports. So this is the place where we can see results of our scenario, how it works. We can see how many messages were sent, how many opened, how many clicked, how many orders we've got here, and what is the value of these orders. So this is the place where we can analyze how our scenario works, and we can decide if we need to change something or we are happy with these results. Okay, so come back to our engagements. One more thing I would like to show you on this list, because I mentioned all of this automation has the same path, but newsletter subscription, this is the scenario which help us to collect base. And here we mentioned we've got double opt-in or single opt-in. So this is important to decide which model we would like to use. When we choose double opt-in, we need to remember that we have two message in our creator to prepare. And also important in this scenario is section adjust, where we need to activate tags. So if we set some tags to separate source, for example, we've got tag from pop-up and separate for a web layer. So when we've got these tags, we need to move them from available tags to active tags. So for example, we've got one place where our customers sign up subscription, and we tag this place VIP. So we move this tag to active tag, and then we create in section design, we need to remember to create design for this tag. So it's important in this scenario, little bit different section adjust, because here we don't set like time when it will be sent, because it will be sent immediately, but we need to set this tags to activate scenario. Okay, come back. When we set about building our base, also important thing is to import our historical customers. So when we go to section settings and then we go to import, here is the place where we can import this base. So we can upload here a CSV file with our customers. And then we always recommend to import separate subscribers and separate customers with unknown. Also, we can add here some tags and like separate here groups groups of our customers. And also one important thing in this section settings, these are limits. So this is the place where we can set limits for our automations. Because, for example, we've got customers who are viewing products, a lot of products, they are coming every day to our website, or maybe they abandoned some products in carts today, and the next day they do the same. So rather it's not good to send the same message every day. So we can set some limits for all our automations. So here we can set daily, weekly, or monthly limits. So for example, here we can send only one email daily and 4 emails weekly. So it depends on the behavior of the customers, and we avoid here spam and we avoid to send too many messages to the customers. Okay, come back to our main panel. And one more thing I would like to show you today. This is the place where we create on-site elements, so pop-ups and web layers. When we click here on on-site, we can go to advanced pop-up or a web layer or push newsletter. So pop-up and web layer, they have actually the same creator. So if we choose pop-up or web layer, it will look similar. When we want to create a new pop-up, we click here on plus and edit, and then we start creating. Here we've got step-by-step what to do, and it's also easy. We won't use here HTML code. We can just click and create our pop-up. First, we set a name of this pop-up, then we decide if it will be welcome pop-up, so when our customer comes to our website, and we can also delay this pop-up, for example, 30 seconds after opening our website. We can use exit pop-up, so when customer wants to leave, or action pop-up, for example, after subscription, or for example, after adding some products to the cart. Here we can add tags. So when we create a pop-up with subscription, we can add here a tag from pop-up. Next step, rules. So this is the place where we decide if this pop-up will display, for example, on mobile or on desktop. We can create, for example, for phone. We can decide if we want to show this pop-up to subscribers or not. So you can split this info. So for example, we create for our unknown customers, we want to collect base, so we can exclude here subscribers. And we can also, for example, use some specific sub-pages. So we can set here a URL, or we can just use this pop-up only on homepage. So as you can see, we've got here many rules, and you can decide with these rules where will display, to whom, and when it will be displayed to the customers. Next steps, templates. So this is the place where you can check and use one of our templates and build your pop-up on this template. Next step is position. So you choose where it appears. And next step is design. So this is the place where we create this pop-up. And also here we have drag and drop, so we can move some elements, we can add some elements. For example, here we click on container 1, and we can add some buttons, text, images, gender select, birthday select. So depends on what you would like to show and collect from this pop-up. We can also add this image in the background. We can change also back shadow. So it's also nice to adjust design to our website. And last step is preview. So this is the place where we can check how our pop-up or web layer will display on our website. We can click on go to store, or we can check a query code and QR code, and then we can check it on our website. And when we think it's okay, we would like to show it to our customers, then we click on publish button. So it starts working on our website. And actually that's all. So as you can see, it's not so hard to prepare this pop-up. And you can create many pop-ups on different sub-pages, separate from desktops and mobiles. And one more thing I would like to show is push newsletter. It's also one of our communication channel. And first here we create a widget. So we can create this banner where we ask customers if they want to join our push, and also we create a bell where we can show some notifications to the customers. So when they join our push newsletter, then we can send them some push campaigns. So here we prepare, when we go to section design, here we prepare campaigns. So it's quite easy. We just put some graphic here and short text, and we can redirect via this push customers to our website, to our specific sub page where we've got some promotions, some campaigns. So it's also nice because even if they are not on our website, we can send them some communication, inform them about some promotion. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to show you today in our system. This is not all we've got in our system. We have another training for you where we focus on our premium features, where we focus on reports and on possibilities of segmentation in our system. So these are also big topics we would like to show you in our system and how we can use it in our system. But it will take, it will be shown on our second presentation. So for today, that's all on our side. Okay, I see I turned off my video, but okay, I'm back. Yeah, so as I mentioned, if you have any questions and you need more info about preparation of automations or on-site elements, you can write to us on hello@edron.me. And you can also check our FAQ where we've got a whole base of articles where you can find info. And as I mentioned, this is just first part of our training. We have second part, so you can check also a second part where we focus on more functionalities in our system. That's all on our side. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope we help you to start with Edron. Thank you, Alfredo. Thank you all.
Thank you, Paulina. Bye.
Bye.